City fan for as long as I can remember, all thanks to my dad. He took me to my first away game when I was about 2 years old, to Notts County away, and I recall sitting on a horse, a police horse. There was quite a lot of trouble at that game. At Lincoln are very close-knit. We can't watch Lincoln on TV, it's very rare that we do. Everybody knows everyone. We have things like crowdfunders and that. It's not a club that are well off. The fans put a lot of money into the club.
There's a lot of work goes into clubs at our level. There's a lot of unseen work that people don't see. A lot of people just see the players on a match day. But a lot of work goes in behind the scenes by there's a lot of people as well. Everybody plays their part just to make sure a game goes on. So when the players go out there and win a game of football, it's very satisfying for everybody involved at the club. Myself, obviously, I do a lot of the secretarial work, so that's a lot of paperwork involved in getting games arranged, getting players signed, and everything that goes on that front. The girls in the ticket office, the commercial guys, bringing revenue and bringing money into the club. There's Ian and his bar and catering team is another department. There's the ground staff who are busy at the moment as we're speaking, preparing the pitch for a game. So there's a lot of guys involved behind the scenes and do a lot of great unseen work.
I would imagine that at a Premier League club there's a lot of people doing the work that are getting paid for it, whereas at a club like Lincoln City you're reliant very much on people coming in and helping you out, whether it be on a match day, whether it be during the week cleaning seats at the start of the season, or just generally helping out. Looking at Lincoln City as a club, we've got a lot of involvement from fans, whether it's Facebook, independent supporter websites and forums. So it goes to show how many people are out there actually support and follow the football club. And the interaction that it brings is fantastic. Everybody playing a part, whether it's us at the club, whether it's the supporters on the terraces or those who can't come to the game and who keep in touch via social media and the internet.
There's a group on Facebook called Lincoln City Banter. It's a very interesting group. There's a few admins on there and you have to get approval to get onto the group so everyone knows who you are. There's a few what I call fickle fans, very opinionated on there. There's some very heated debates. And it can be quite interesting.
But yeah, that annoys me about Banter. There's some good people on there, but it just doesn't matter what the club does. They've always got a problem if it's not the music, if it's something else, or don't play well. They don't look at the bigger picture, and I don't think a lot of them look into what actually goes into running a football. I think they're clueless.
For me, supporting Lincoln is very different because you feel an awful lot closer to the action, you feel a lot closer to the people. If you turn up at a Premier League ground, you may not know the manager, you only see him in a newspaper, but when you come here it's a lot more like a family.
You see, we went to Macclesfield on the way, there it was, all clued up, all stood there.
Trainers on! I had my sneakers on.
Yeah, but you're still dressed up, didn't you?
Dressed up, and I'm going to come out looking like a state hammer.
Yeah, no, looking forward to it. Obviously, there's a few friendly faces and people that I know, and I look forward to speaking to them in more depth after.
Score prediction?
Score prediction, I'd like to think we're on the right side of the whole week, so hopefully it'll be a Lincoln City win.
I see people here now that I've been seeing for the last 20, 30 years. It just feels a lot closer and a lot more real, and I think it's easier to get involved at any level at a lower league ground. I nearly gave up on the club. I am the club mascot, so I was poached at him, and I moved away as Chris Sutton was manager and Steve Tilson, and I moved away, and I almost gave up on the club. I went to Cambridge, I stopped listening to the games on the radio, and it just left a gaping hole in my life, and then luckily another manager came in that sparked our interest again. I
didn't come and watch Lincoln for a few years after they got relegated. It was only back in 2014 that I started to come and watch again, and I've actually got a season ticket this year.
The Grimsby promotion was a little bittersweet for me because I work over near Grimsby and I've got quite a lot of friends who are Grimsby fans, so I wasn't particularly angry that they went up. I was more upset that we would lose the local derby every year and we would lose the income on the back of that. This club means an awful lot to me. I've been through a lot personally, and every single time this club's been consistent. To drop out of the league, you lose some status, you lose a feeling of being a real football club. So if we were to get back there, it would mean an awful lot.
Proudest moment as a Lincoln fan, as a youngster, it was being a mascot and running out with your heroes. In later years, it was appearing at the Millennium Stadium for the first time and against Bournemouth. especially on the back of everything that had gone on in the build-up to it, with the club being in administration. So a lot of hard work there. And to be part of that day, albeit we didn't win, was a fantastic experience and something I'll always treasure.
My proudest moment as a Lincoln City fan is a little bit of a cheat because it's also my proudest moment as poacher, and that was the day that we beat Scunthorpe here 5-3 in the playoffs. We'd never been to a major final at all, and I remember going out on the pitch and the atmosphere was absolutely immense, and I stood just over on the pitch looking at the home fans. There was 2,000 or 3,000 of them singing, and I choked a little bit. It was fantastic.
He's got no boots. He's got no boots. He's got like 30 holes. New shorts.
Fans at this level, a lot of them are second generation, third generation, probably fourth generation fans. You know, their dad's been, the granddad's been, and it goes back there. And this is proper real football. And this is what we want specifically the young supporters to come and watch and get the Lincoln City bug.
Lincoln City is very much like grassroots. I mean, I identify with grassroots as being Sunday League, but what you have here, it's that closeness that I've always alluded to. You feel a part of everything that's going on, and absolutely, it does feel more like grassroots. You look around the stadium, it doesn't look it. You look around the stadium, we look like this is a big league football club. But Lincoln City is different anyway to some smaller clubs. It's a much more family atmosphere, and I think that's really what makes it special.